Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. And off we go from Orchard Park. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And his initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he's out of bounds, mark him down right at the 10-yard line. Big play there for the Bills. 54 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Scoring first, so critical in a playoff game. They've got it here, 1st and goal. They'll go play action here with Allen. Now he'll run it.
1st and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. And he'll take it on in. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He knocks it through. And the Bills are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Brings up second down and 5.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 58.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's his first grab in this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up second and 5. 45 yards allowed. 331.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. Third down coming up.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he did all he could, but he's going to be forced out at the line of scrimmage, well short of a first down.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of first.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Fields to throw for it. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
This is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Allen going to throw again. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
2nd and 10.
Monday. Half 85. Half.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
From the gun, here is Allen. Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Rolling right. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here of the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and Bills comes away with the pick.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He'll try and run here with Cook. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on 1st and goal. Here's Cook. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
It's a gain of a yard.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
While he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Jonathan Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play for the Jets. 31 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Hey, did you hear that? Easy. Right.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
It is 2nd and 9. Throwing is Fields. He'll swing this one out to Hall. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead. Fields to throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll find his running back, Cook. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd down, they go with Cook. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Buffalo.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
First and 10. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 33 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
You know, anytime you're talking about an interior defensive lineman, it's always easy to talk about his size and his strength. But what stands out to me, Mike, is his ability to move his feet, turn those hips, get penetration in the backfield, and take the running back down for a loss.
That into the hands of Hubbard. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Jets will take over here at their own 12.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
319, let's up. Tonight.
Fields going to look to run this himself. And he is gone. 87 yards. Touchdown, Jets. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Jets are on the board. It's now 14-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. One just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And that will lead to a second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On second down, Allen. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Third down, it's Josh Allen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the third quarter underway. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. First down, Fields. There's a short one caught by Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
A give. Here's Hall. Finding space inside the 40. And he'll be taken down. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
First down.
Here we go.
New York.
321. Yep.
Back to throw is Fields. Exiting the pocket right. And Fields is tough to bring down the open field. Gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Fields now to throw on first down. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do.
And this defense, they've been searching for a splash play, and they got a big one here. Great job separating the man from the ball on the sack, and now it's up to their offense. Can they take advantage of this sudden change situation?
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Big play there for the Bills. 32 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down. One more time going up top with Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook, and he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Buffalo.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last 2 plays are a great example why.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Easy. Here we go. I'm good. Cut.
A first down throw for Fields. That is caught left side by Taylor. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
He'll find Hall out of the backfield. Still going inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Dump this down to Hubbard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Shotgun snap, no run. Here's Hubbard. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Allen now on 2nd down. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it, Mike. I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play. I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it now with Cook. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
So the offense dips into their RPO game, and the key for any defense defending it is everybody has to do their job. In this case, it's a give read. The running back gets the ball, and the defense makes a great stop on 4th down.
Now Fields in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Landon Jackson getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's right side and caught by Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Easy. Chip slant.
Fields from the gun on third down. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the Jets.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down.
Here's Fields. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go, son. Angel, 331. Delta. Sit high.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 43, here's second and 7.
Tight. Middle.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. Nice job there on that return. Gives them breathing room up past the 30-yard line.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
He'll go right and find his running back. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain there of 15, and the Jets have a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Just across the midfield stripe, here's second down.
Here we go, son.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Second down, it's Fields. Open man downfield, that's the tight end, Taylor. And he will score! Mason Taylor, touchdown, New York. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Jets move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. To the air is Allen. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. Finding room at midfield. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Bills first down.
48-yard line.
He'll run with Cook, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line, and for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
They'll drop to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Now 2nd and inches.
Alert!
From the gun, it's Allen. On the run to the right. Off he goes.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
10 at the 24-yard line.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10. Cook. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Here is 2nd and 7. From the gun, here is Allen. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That's his first grab in this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Regular. 319.
From the gun, Josh Allen. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied in the late stages of the game.
Jets 21.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Here's first down. Back to throw is Fields. Moving to his right. He's going to run it. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Here we go, son. You got a mini base tonight?
This a design run with Fields. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They are moving on as the #1 seed. The victory.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. But that's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon, you know I need me some room for chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before and I know that it hurts, but baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. But that's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yes, outside dog. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way